What's going on, everybody? We're here for the main card of Covington versus Lawler. Really confused about this start time. One, I didn't know why it was starting at 3 o'clock. And two, I switch over at 3 o'clock and we're already at the second round of the first fight. Did I read something wrong? You guys let me know. But we are here. We are in the second round of what has been a pretty good fight so far. We just saw Stojic lose a point for another groin strike. He was warned. You hear Cruz saying he wanted to prove he doesn't really agree with it since it was kind of like he was off balance because he had got jabbed by Kennedy. I get what he's saying. At the same time, Kennedy has to deal with another groin strike. So it would have been good either way. It's rare that you see refs actually take a point these days, though. So ref said, "I'm tired of that shit. Let's make sure he understands." But that's rough for Darko. Darko now has to fight back from what might have been 1-1, but now he's down a point, so he definitely needs his last round. And he might be facing a draw as his best possibility. Third round starting now. If you saw my prediction videos, I had this one going to Kennedy's second round knockout. That has not happened. But there is still potential for a finish from either man in this fight. Stosic with some nice jabs throughout. Kennedy with some nice jabs throughout, but Stosic seems to be landing the harder shots, doing more damage. Darko with the takedown attempt, and then with the trip, really good takedown from Kennedy, from Stosic. Kennedy able to use that cage back put his back against it and just crawl back up. Good on him getting right back up from that takedown. You hear Kennedy's corner yelling for him to walk him down, which he is, but he needs to be throwing that jab while he comes in like that. That's a nice 1-2 Kennedy does. Did he just get another low blow, man? Come on. Ref is calling a doctor in. Yo, Tim, what's going on, bro? Cruz says the same thing. He's like, yeah, what's a doctor going to do? Look at his cup? Yeah, I don't understand a doctor coming in here for a low blow. But that was a kick right to the groin, man. God damn. Jeez. The ref is saying, do I take another point or do we go for a DQ? Because he's not familiar with how it goes in New Jersey, which lends to what a lot of fans are talking about. It should be unified rules throughout. They always reference unified rules, But when it comes to stuff like this, and he's asking, the ref is asking, I don't know how to handle this because I'm in a different state than I'm used to. That's an issue with the sport. I mean, he's in a lot of pain right now. That was a heavy kick just now. I mean, Kennedy's not going to say he can't continue. These guys are, as we've all seen, a little too tough for their own good. The referee's just explaining like, if you can't go, don't go. Telling him to make sure he takes his time. Asking the doc if he's okay. The doc is. I mean, can't be mad at the ref. He's just trying to make sure that Kennedy's safe. I mean, that was a hard kick, man. Jeez. But it was a mistake, of course. Stosic needs a finish is pretty much what this comes down to for him. The ref said stop doing that kick then. That's not your thing. Yo, what's going on, Greg? It's all good, man. Sheesh. That's a hell of a shift. What's going on, Trash? Those hooks from Stosic are powerful. He is able to end this whenever, in a blink of an eye, pretty much. Kennedy can't get reckless. And Kennedy, even though he's probably going to win if this goes to the scorecards with so many points being taken away from Stosic, Kennedy needs to put on the show, though. You can't allow all this to happen and the story leaving this fight being you're tough for taking a lot of nut shots. Not when you're this young in the UFC. Again, if you watch my prediction video, you know he comes from Dana White Contender Series. He had a tough loss, fight that he may have been winning against Paul Craig. And then he got caught in a submission third round. Kenny hasn't looked horrible this fight, but I do think this third round, with him being up all these points, I think he should just lay it on Stosic. Which is easier said than done because Stosic is a fucking tank. Yeah, that ref is diesel as hell. I agree. Kenny, once again, he has a nice jabs after Stosic landing a couple jabs and then getting a takedown. Kennedy has a nice jab, but he only throws a cross behind it. He never follows that with a hook or uppercut, mixes it up. I will give it to him, though. When Kennedy gets taken down, he gets right back up, makes his way to the fence, able to use that to walk up, gets underhooks, and disengages. But Stosic has a nice little bull double. Stosic another takedown. And Kennedy again right back up. Cruz just took the words out of my mouth. I'm not sure what Stosic wants to do with those takedowns. You can't keep Kennedy down. You need a finish. You have 2 points taken off of your score. Oh, nice overhand from Stosic. Another takedown attempt. Kennedy able to fend off that attempt. 10 seconds. Nice leg kick from Stosic. Another nice leg kick. Man, he's just thorough. What is he? Yeah. I can't wait to see these scorecards. I had Kennedy winning by knockout in the second round. That quite didn't go my way, but maybe I'll still come out with the W. Not the deepest card, but I am happy that it is starting at 3 p.m. Get to watch this and then get on with the rest of my day. I'll take that. Guys, how about that Cyborg news? Dana White coming out with an interview, uh, pretty much justifying everything he's ever done as it pertains to Cyborg, and then saying if Cyborg thinks she's being bullied, he's just gonna let her go. So he's officially out the Cyborg business, which I am fucking upset about. I wanted to see Cyborg Nunes too, a lot. Um, this is disappointing. Oh yeah, much better than 4 a.m., bro. That's dope. Here we go with the decision. Why is Stosic seem shocked? I need to see those scorecards. I want to see if Kennedy would have lost if not for those points. Kennedy saying he was affected by the groin shots. No idea why he looked surprised, bro. That's confusing. Yeah, I don't know what he's surprised about. You got 2 points deducted, and you're surprised that you lost a decision victory. I mean, a decision fight. Come on. And the crowd's booing him. I don't know. Wasn't the best fight in the world, but what do you want that guy to do? He didn't kick himself in the nuts. What the fuck are you booing him for? All right, guys, let's take a look at the next fight. I definitely didn't think this fight was going to make it to the scorecards, but we've all been wrong before, haven't we? Scott Holtzman versus Dong Han Ma. I think this one's going to be a good one as well. Well, I can't say as well. I thought that last fight was going to be better than it was. But I have Scott Holtzman winning. Second round finish. They're showing the promo for Kobe Covington, Robbie Lawler. I'm excited every time Robbie goes in a cage. I don't care what weight class. I don't care what opponent. I love it. I'm going for Robbie Lawler for the finish on that main event. Jim Miller, New Jersey guy. Can't wait to see him out there. You never know what you're going to get out of a Clay Guida fight. But you know it's going to be a lot of action. Surprised that's a co-main event, though. Thought they could have done a little better with the main event. But this fight happening about 90 minutes away from me right now. But I would not rather be anywhere else but enjoying these fights here with you guys. I'm curious to see where Cyborg goes. It was just announced that Bellator is going to make her offer, which is no surprise. They do have a 145-pound champion who is looking for a challenger. I think Cyborg wins that fight and dominates another 145-pound division. And rides off to the sunset, fighting 2 to 3 times a year like she prefers to, and getting paid a lot of money to do it. She can also go to PFL and fight Kayla Harrison, who fights at 155 pounds. I think Cyborg wins that fight as well, but it would be a fight against a humongous, strong woman in Kayla Harrison. I think Kayla Harrison would be bigger than any serious contender that Cyborg ever fought. I wonder if Kayla Harrison could get down to 145. She says she'd rather fight at 155, you know. But at the PFL, they could either start a 145-pound division and throw them both in there. Shit, they could make a 150-pound division for both of them to be in, and who the fuck's going to complain about that, right? So she could also go to one championship, who seems to be throwing a lot of money at any star that leaves the UFC. You saw Eddie Alvarez just the other day, along with Demetrius Johnson, fight, and they both won in one championship. Being Demetrius Johnson's second win over there at one, and Eddie Alvarez coming back off that tough loss in his debut, but able to fight adversity. Took a really hard leg kick, fell, and then took some vicious ground and pound. It looked bad early. It looked like the ref was right there about to stop it. And then boom, Eddie Alvarez, with the composure of a fucking champion, reverses position, gets on top, lands some ground and pound. His opponent has nothing else to do but turn on his stomach, turtle up, and get rear naked choked. A great win for Eddie Alvarez. And again, making a lot of money over there doing it. Happy for him and Demetrius. Really curious to see which one of those three Cyborg does. Or who knows, she could come out and surprise us all and sign over there with Tito Ortiz with Combate. You really don't know what happens in UFC. And you never know who's going to be the next organization to throw a truckload of money at a star. Can't forget Ryzen as well over there in Japan. The world is really her oyster right now, even though I think the best outcome would have been UFC fighting Amanda Nunes for a second time, proving that you are the greatest woman fighter in MMA history. She'll never get that chance now, which sucks for her. It's great for Dana White. I don't know how it is for Amanda Nunes. I think Amanda Nunes has no other obstacle left in front of her. She has devastating wins over Ronda Rousey, Cyborg, Misha Tate. She defeated Shevchenko twice, even though I gave Shevchenko that second fight. Amanda still came out with that win. I honestly don't know if there are any other names that I want to see Amanda fight. I think her last biggest challenge was a rematch against Cyborg to show that it wasn't a fluke, to show that she is just bigger and badder and stronger and more skilled than Cyborg. And no one could argue her reign at all. Not that there's much of an argument right now, but there's always going to be that question forever now. What would a Cyborg Nunes rematch have looked like? And we'll never get to see that, unfortunately. I don't know where Amanda goes now. She can defend her 145-pound belt, but against who? Felicia Spencer just lost. Felicia Spencer was coming off a win over the only other contender at 145. You're going to sign someone at 145, instantly give them a title shot so Amanda Nunes can eat her up? You can. But for all that, why not just keep her at 135 and have her fighting girls that are at least in an established division? I feel like the only person that won from this Cyborg situation is Dana White. At the same time, Dana White, you have to trust him to grow the UFC because he's already done it, and he continues to do it. Does he know what he's doing? Absolutely. Does that mean that he can't be wrong sometimes, though? No. He can be, and I think he is wrong this time on this one. Really sad to see Cyborg go. Going to be excited for wherever she goes. I'll watch her, but it's not going to be the same as watching her with that UFC logo in the middle of the octagon. And after such an exciting fight against Felicia Spencer, yeah, the welterweight division is stacked on stacked. Uh, in my opinion, it goes lightweight, welterweight, 135 as the most stacked divisions in the UFC. Let's take a look at these rankings right now. All right. Going into the rankings. Of course, you see Triple C, the double champ, Henry Cejudo, up there twice. Climbing those pound-for-pound rankings as well. For welterweight, you have Kamaru Usman, the champion. Tyron, the former champion, at number 1. Then Kobe, right behind him, his friend and former training partner. I say former because Kobe and Jorge, though they are still in the same gym, same team, and still are friends, are no longer training together. They both see each other at the end of the rainbow, I believe. Leon Edwards at number 4. RDA, Darren Till, Stephen Thompson, Pettis, Santiago Ponzinibbio, Ben Askren at number 10, Robbie at 11, Damian Maia, Neil Magny, Elizu Dos Santos, and Vicente Luque at 15. That is a savage division. I definitely want to argue with anybody if they say welterweight is the deepest division in the UFC. But 155, Khabib the champion, Dustin Poirier number 1 because he's the interim champion. Tony Ferguson, who I think is the number 1 lightweight in the world right now, is at number 2. Conor McGregor at 3, Cerrone at 4. Then you got Gaethje, Ali Quinta, Edson Barboza, Kevin Lee, Anthony Pettis, Paul Felder, Charles Oliveira, Gregor Gillespie, which nobody wants to fight that kid. Alexander Hernandez, who looked good in his bouncing back off that loss to Cerrone against Trinaldo. Dan Hooker and Islam Makhachev. That's a hell of a division as well, man. Congratulations to Dan Hooker getting to the top 15. Back in the top 15. I believe Edson Barboza kicked him right out of it a year ago or so. But he got back in win column against James Vick. James Vick no longer in the top 15. I thought there was a name missing. Looks like they bumped up Islam. No, they bumped up Dan Hooker. Brought him in and then put James Vick out. That's rough for him. I do want to see James Vick move up, though, to welterweight. And I cannot wait for this next card. Ridiculous this next card is. You have DC Stipe as the main event, which I don't know about you guys. DC is such a believer that Stipe stands no chance that I have no choice but to believe him, man. I am not going to be the guy to tell DC that he's wrong about that. Gonna be really surprised if this fight goes to a decision. Oh, yeah, both guys are finishers, man. Both guys have been finished before as well. You got DC Pettis Romero. Whoo! I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very rare. I always acknowledge my fandom because, like I tell all you guys, I'm here as a fan, 100%. I don't mind saying who I'm a bigger fan of, but it doesn't mean I can't pick against you, unless your last name is Diaz. I do not pick against a Diaz. I have Nate winning that fight, and I do think that is going to be contender for fight of the year either way. So I have DC Diaz Romero. Romero versus Costa, the battle of the action figures, man. That octagon, I don't know how they're going to support that fight. Who else is on that card? I feel like I was looking at it the other day and was just like, damn, firefight, firefight. War, war. Here, over here showing the commercial for that fight now. DC said this one's going to stick with him for the rest of his career. I like the older, angry DC. Next week is going to be a rare week, guys, where we do not have a card. It's been a while, hasn't it? I don't think since I've started this, that has been a week without a card. Gonna miss you guys, man. Tear. Let's see if I can find an excuse to stream anyway. There's got to be something going on, right? If anybody watching knows of a card worth watching next Saturday, let me know. My schedule's wide open. No, it's not, but it will be for you guys. Again, there's no other place I'd rather be on a fight night, or in this case, a fight day for me, than right the fuck here with y'all. Let's see Bellator's schedule. Damn, their next card isn't until August 24th. Not a huge main event, but on September 7th, Bellator, Beta vs. Congo. I am excited about that one. I think that one's going to be really good. I didn't know Scott Holtzman was 35. He's getting up there. Ooh, Dong Ho Ma missed weight. Hate to see that. At the same time, you guys know I'm not a fan of weight cutting anyway. I'm gonna work on finding a fight for next week, guys. Makes me sad not to see you. But I will be here Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next Dana White Contender Series episode. If you haven't been watching Dana White Contender Series yet, you are missing out. There's nothing but KOs, subs, and wars nonstop. Another week went by with 4 contracts being given out and 4 people just looking like straight studs. Do not miss Dana White's Contender Series, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With me, of course. Come on now. What else are you doing Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Fucking nothing. Damn, Draymond Green got a 4-year, $100 million extension. Holy shit. Must be nice to be him today. Yeah, I wish the Diaz fight was 5 rounds as well. Uruguay card. What card is that? A nice leading hook from Holtzman. Both guys trading leg kicks. Oh, you are right. That is my mistake. I looked right over that card. Shame on me. Oh, nice uppercut from Holtzman. Oh! My own is back. Holtzman following up with ground and pound. I agree with Anik. I think Holtzman should have let Ma stand back up. Instead, he's now in half guard. Scott Holtzman going to try to jump to the other side with the arm triangle. Oh, Holtzman with the mount. Holtzman working the arm triangle. He has the arm isolated. He just doesn't have that triangle secured. Not able to. Ma able to recover a bit. Now in half guard. Full guard. No, yeah, he has half guard. Yeah, he's got closed guard and a half guard. I don't understand why he's doing that. Oh! Ma isn't actively trying to go for a submission or getting up. He's just holding on. You can't do that. That's not going to win you the fight. Ma against the fence, but not using it to stand up. Able to kick Holtzman off. Stands up. Holtzman instantly just going after him. Oh, nice uppercut from Holtzman. Oh, they are landing some hard shots. Good round for Holtzman. But Ma still looks in it. Dudley still has his composure, but the way he's using his head movement, he's not going side to side. He's going up and down, which is why he ate that uppercut right out the middle. He's not moving his head off that center line. That's going to get you knocked the fuck out. The name of this movie is 47 Meters Down, Uncaged. Hollywood, you have to do better. Why the fuck is the name of your movie a whole sentence? And yes, you were right about that August 10th card. That is my mistake, and I am ashamed of myself. Do not worry, guys. No need to shame me. I will do that aplenty. And it's a pretty nice card as well. Valentina Shevchenko against Liz Carmouche in a rematch. Earlier in both of their careers, Valentina was winning that fight by all accounts, and the fight was stopped due to a cut in the third round. Too much bleeding, blood in the eyes of Valentina, so she lost via doctor stoppage. It's going to be a good fight, though. We'll dive into that card a little bit, actually, after this fight. Good cross from Ma. Wonder how good Ma's vision is out of that left eye. You see Holtzman looking for that uppercut again because Ma isn't moving his head off that center line at all. Just up and down. Oh. Oh, Ma having a better at that exchange. Whoo, both guys are landing some bombs. Crawls from Holtzman. And then Ma fires back. Holtzman said, yeah, let's go. Good head movement from Holtzman. And Ma with the takedown. Ooh. This is about how I thought this fight was going to look. And I'm so happy to be right for once. Ma with Holtzman press up against the cage. Ma looking to get to the back. Holtzman doing good using the cage to keep him from doing so. Holtzman now with Ma against the cage. Lands a nice uppercut in the clinch. Getting a lot of success with that uppercut. But at this level, you don't want to fall in love with the same punch. He is timing Ma, though. Able to just time good head movement and bam, follow it with a bomb. Holtzman is. Oh, Holtzman lands three. Another uppercut from Holtzman. Oh, and then Ma lands a nice left. Drops Holtzman. Holtzman then shoots for the double leg. Ma going for the guillotine. Ooh. Guys, that's what it looks like. Holtzman is bullying Ma. Ma says, I am not to be fucked with either. Lands a couple knees in the clinch. Holtzman goes for a spinning back elbow. Misses. Just barely. Both guys still landing. Hard. Holy shit, guys. Are you fucking seeing this? This is why we fucking watch. And you hear a brief chant for Ma, Ma, Ma. Well deserved. Holtzman picking him apart right now. Ma switching stances. Oh, nice double leg from Holtzman again. Able to get in the half guard. Holtzman is. The round was close, guys. I think this might steal it. Holtzman has 30 seconds to control. Let's see if he can do some damage and take really secure this round. Oh, nice elbow from Holtzman. This is what he wants. Nice ground and pound. Much of it getting blocked, but throwing really hard shots. Ma's left eye is swollen shut, guys. I wonder if they're going to let him come out and fight this third round, to be honest with you. All right, bro. If anyone's joining me for the first time, please subscribe, thumbs up. And do not forget, we have a competition going on. Get 5 people to subscribe to either my Twitch or YouTube at Mike Jesse MMA on either platform. And then either inbox me or at your username and tell me that you were the reason why they signed up. We're back in the action, and they are not letting Ma come back out. His eye is too damaged. That's going to be a second round TKO victory. I hope people aren't booing that. Yeah, Crew's saying, like, yeah, you got to save that man from himself. That eye looks horrible. Jeez. Yeah, that eye looks disgusting. I'm glad they're stopping that. That was a good fight, though. That was a really good fight. course, we would love to see a third round. I mean, remember Tony Ferguson, Donald Cerrone? We want to see a third round, but you got to respect that stoppage. Scott Holtzman could not be any happier, of course. But Ma has nothing to hang his head up about. Great fight for both men. And Scott Holtzman just pretty much saying he's doing this for his family. What a fight though. That was a war if you're ever gonna see one. Both men giving just as hard as they took. Although you wouldn't know it looking at Scott Holtzman, not marked up almost at all. But then Mao, his eye literally swollen shut, not able to continue in his third round. That's the type of performance you want being on this type of card. Scott Holtzman saying he wants a top 15 opponent next. Eddie's just shoving his baby into the camera. That's hilarious. He looked good though. I mean, shit, I'm excited for the next Scott Holtzman fight. What about you? Jeez. Showed really good power. And you're not that anybody's keeping score. I'm 2 for 2. Just saying. Nostradamus out here. Next, we got Trevin Giles for Gerald Meerschaert. If you joined me on my prediction video, then you know I have Trevin Giles for the win on this one. They've got Miles Johns, the winner of Week 3, already scheduled for a fight in August. And one of the fighters of last week's Contender Series, Dana said he has a fight ready for him this month. So when you get signed on this show, you're not sitting for long. Dana signs you for you to fight. It is not a game. He's not trying to have you sit on the sidelines when you come through his show. And again, next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the next time we are live for Dana White Contender Series. If you are not watched Dana White Contender Series yet, you are missing out. Pretty much no commercials. All they do is talk about the fighters and get to the fights. 2 hours, you're in and out. Get to watch 5 really good fights. Come on, like, what more could you ask for on a Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Tell me that. All right, 1 second. Let me know who you guys got for this fight. I think Trevin Giles has more upside. I think he's going to come out with a finish on this fight. I called it before, man. A lot of these, we'll call them smaller fights. Not always the most stacked. But these people come to fucking rock. They come to make a name for themselves. They come to make an impression. They don't care how many people are watching. This is their first time on a main card a lot of times. They want to have at least a few people leave here knowing their name and wanting to see them fight again, which a lot of time equates to either a finish or a war. Yeah, yeah, I'm thinking Robbie's gonna eat Kobe's Cheerios. I really think Robbie's strength and ferocity is going to be something that Kobe hasn't seen before in a long time. We all know Robbie's smart, but he's also the way he fights is just different, man. It's different. Yeah, he lost to Ben Askren, but he looked great before that. Yes, he lost to RDA, but he got injured early. And I think in a rematch against RDA, I think that fight goes differently. I think people forget how good Robbie Lawler is, and I think he's about to show a lot of people that they were mistaken putting him in the back of the line. Oh my God. Kobe has a gold suit jacket with an American flag pin and a Make America Great hat on. Oh man. As Robbie comes in with a blue tee, just ready to go. I fuck with Robbie. If you guys watch my prediction video, you know I've been a Robbie fan forever, and I will come to watch him fight anybody. Who in the Trump family is going to be in at this fight? I have been told that Donald. Well, not told. Let me stop. I have read that Donald Trump Jr. And Eric Trump are going to be at the fight. Just showing a promo for the Diaz Pettis fight. It's unfortunate that I don't think we're ever going to get Nick Diaz back in the octagon. But Nate is in no way a consolation prize. He is just as, if not more, exciting to fight. I mean, to watch fight, or to even prepare to watch the fight. And Diaz, he just lays it on people. You can't sit there and rest against Nate Diaz. That's gonna be so good. Sucks so much. It's not 5 rounds. Fuck the rules. Like, just make it a 5 round fight, cuz. What excuse do we need? That's a very likely outcome, man. That is a very likely outcome. That Kobe winds up not looking too well after this fight. At the same time, guys, to play devil's advocate, it would not be surprising to see Kobe Covington come uh, use wrestling, dirty boxing, and superior takedown to be able to come out with his victory against Robbie. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I think this is another fight that's going to end early. Oh, You see Giles's highlights. He's a strong guy at 185. Not that Gerald isn't. Both guys have a clear path on finishing this fight. But I'm going for Trevin Giles. Yeah, if anyone in the first family is at the fight, I would assume security is bonkers. Taking a look again at this card next Saturday, Valentina Shevchenko versus Liz Carmouche. But in the co-main event, Vicente Luque versus Mike Perry. Mike Perry will be looking to steal one of those, well, really take one of those top 15 spots. Vicente, I'm sure, is having a tough time getting a opponent who's also in the top 15. There's not a lot of upside to any of those guys fighting Vicente Luque, when Vicente Luque is not an easy out for anybody. If you're above him in the rankings, your response is, I'm not fighting anybody behind me. And he's number 15, so literally any other top 15 fighters ahead of him in the rankings, and they can all just tell him, hey, you're not high enough, etc., and not give him that chance. So he's taking the most high-profile fight that he can at that division, that being Mike Perry. Most high-profile fighter that's not top 15, I should say. I can't think of anyone else in this division of 170 that's not ranked that would be a better win for Vicente Luque right now than Mike Perry. Mike Perry is fringe 170. A lot of other divisions he would be top 15, but not in the welterweight division. We just went over earlier how deep the welterweight division is. Mike Perry's right there, and with a win against Vicente Luque, he can put himself in the top 15. And look, I don't think he will have trouble finding names willing and ready to fight him in that top 15. So that's what Mike Perry is fighting for. Vicente Luque is just looking for a win, a high-profile win. The top 15 guys aren't willing to give it to him right now, so he's trying to force the UFC's hand. Hey, I beat everybody I could who isn't top 15. Make one of the guys fight me. Stop letting them make excuses on not fighting me. That's a good co-main event. All those stakes for each guy, I watched that all day in one of the deepest divisions, if not the deepest division in the UFC, being welterweight. Well, you also have Volkan Ozdemir versus Ilir Tifi, a fight that was rescheduled from a month or so ago. I believe Ilir Latifi pulled out of that fight, if I'm not mistaken. But don't quote me on that. Both guys coming off a loss. Both guys still just in the top 10. Volkan Ozdemir being 7, Ilir being 9. A lot of that due to this just being a old and not deep division. Both of these guys, if they ever, well, if Volkan wants another title shot, or if Ilir wants to earn that title shot, both guys would be looking for their first shot at John Jones. All you need to do is string together 2 or 3 wins at this division. So coming off a loss or 2 isn't the most devastating thing in the world at this division. Volkan Ozdemir helps him a little bit that his title shot was against DC and not John Jones. He could just go with the narrative, oh yeah, maybe DC beat me, it was a bad matchup, blah, 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 not John Jones though, blah, 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 etc., etc. And Ilir Latifi can say, hey, I beat someone ahead of me, give me another top 10 guy, maybe even argue a top 5 guy, and string together another win or 2. He does good with the mic when he wins at calling people out. Not the best trash talker in the world, but not the worst either. He has a marketable physique. Looks like what his nickname is, the Sledgehammer. And he does often at least try to go for the finish, even though he doesn't always get it. Should be a fun fight to watch. Not sure who I have winning that fight just yet. Not a lot of other big names on this fight, but there is some talent. TJ Torres on the prelims. Well, look at her at number 8 on women's strawweight, but fighting the unranked Marina Rodriguez. Interesting. Got 2 top 15 flyweights fighting. Even though I'm not sure there's 15 flyweights signed in the UFC right now, but hey, a rank is a rank, right? This says Veronica McAdoo against Rachel Ostovich, but Rachel Ostovich had to pull out of this card due to injury. Here we go. Ooh! Just getting these stats up for you guys. Nice takedown from Giles. Yeah, Darren Till versus Mike Perry. That's a no-brainer if Mike Perry comes out here with a win. Though, again, I don't want to see Darren Till at 170 anymore. I want to see him move up. But if he's still fighting welterweight and the UFC is letting him versus Mike Perry is the fight to make if Mike Perry comes out with a win. Giles now in half guard. Ooh. Scramble created. Mearshit now on top and mount. Not good for Giles, having a good takedown, but not able to keep control. Mearshit just really patient. Trying to land some ground and pound, but Giles just sticking to him. Tries to push him off to create some space. I believe Giles is now in half mount. No, he's still mounted. Here goes people booing. Of course, this is my state, not knowing how to act. Giles creates some space, and not only that, winds up with a sweep of his own, and is now in the full guard of Mearshit. He may want to just stand up at this point. He's playing around in this guard, but if I'm him, I'm standing right back up, taking this as a win. Up Giles now trying to go to the back. Trying to soften Mearshit up. Oh, Giles now in side control. Giles is making him uncomfortable, pressing that shoulder against the neck. Not going to, choke him out or anything like that. But it is uncomfortable for Mearshit. Let's see. Giles going for a choke. Oh, Giles trying to end the round with some ground and pound. What a close round. Wow. That was a really close round. I don't know who I got winning that. Maybe Giles? I don't know. These movie previews. They have some wild movies coming out. Here we go, round two, guys. Again, a close first round. I don't know who I give it to. Head kick from Trevor. Trevin. Gerald just working that takedown now against the cage. Doesn't look like he has it. Ate a nice elbow from Trevin. Gerald scooting into guard. Covington is the favorite. Minus 225. Lawler a plus 180. Giles with good control so far. I mean, rightfully so. Kobe Covington is the former interim champion. Is on a 6-7 fight win streak. Lawler coming off a couple losses. Giles just staying with Gerald on the ground. Showing some nice control. In mount, Giles is. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Very high on that mount. Maybe too high. He now has Gerald's back. Yeah, it was too high, man. And now Gerald able to roll over, and he's now on top in Giles' guard. Oh, nice elbow from Gerald. Content just staying in that full guard right now. Giles' guard isn't, well, it's closed now. Giles needs to be trying to get up. Not sit there in a closed guard. Guys, if this isn't your first time joining me for these fights, you know I am not a fan of these fighters having closed guards when they're on the bottom. You're not throwing submissions up. You're not showing. You're not threatening anything. You're not trying to get up. You're basically just waiting to get your guard passed, or waiting for the guy to break your guard and posture up. I don't. Not good. I don't know how they're going to score this round if it ends as it's going now. Giles was on top for the first half of the fight, the round, and Gerald's on top for the second half. Neither guy did significant damage. Oh, Gerald now landing some nice shots. Oh! Is able to slam Giles' head down. Almost does it again. Not how I thought this fight was going to go. Gerald landed a couple good shots while he was on top, but he also did not try to pass at all. Versus Giles only landed even fewer significant strikes on the ground, but did pass often. I have no idea how to score that round, but I'm assuming they're going to go by the damage that Gerald was able to do here and there when he was on top, as opposed to the damage Giles did when he was on top, and give that round to Gerald. So I think Gerald's up 2-9. I think Giles needs to finish here for this third round. When am I doing the giveaway? Let's see. I am either going to do the giveaway at the DC Stipe fight or the Khabib Poirier fight. I haven't decided yet. Oh, nice head kick from Mearshart. Nice takedown defense from Giles. I think the Stipe DC fight would be a good day to do that. I'll do the giveaway August 17th. Stipe DC. Oh, Gerald had a choke locked in. Gerald's able to roll through. Oh, Gerald trying to rework it, though. That's deep this time. That's deep. That's deep. He's asleep. Giles is asleep. Giles is unconscious. Wow. So the referee didn't see the tap, and Giles goes out cold. I was wrong about who won. I was right about the path they had to victory. Mearship through submission, Giles through knockout. Giles keep trying to bring it back into the grappling exchanges. I don't understand why he made that decision, but he did. He had good defense, but Gerald's just a better grappler. Yeah, Giles tapped twice. Ah, damn, yeah, Giles tried to tap twice. And, he's not going to die in there from a blood choke. Herdeem just didn't have the right angle. There's nothing wrong with, anything he did. He just couldn't see the tap. But a good finish from Gerald Mearship. Guys, if this is your first time joining me, please subscribe and give the videos a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Also, as just mentioned, we have a giveaway going on. Get 5 people to subscribe to either my Twitch or my YouTube at Mike Jesse MMA on either platform. Tell me some way, somehow, whether that be in my inbox or by commenting on one of my videos, that they subscribed because of you. Get 5 people to do that, and I will enter you in my contest to win $100 of free UFC merchandise. Yes, free official straight off UFC.com. If you are so lucky to win, I may even let you pick your own shit. What more can you ask for from me? Come on. We're here every Saturday, every Tuesday, having a ball, and I'm giving you free shit. Don't be ungrateful. 5 people, it's not a lot. Tell them to subscribe. Tell me they did so because of you, and you will be entered to win $100 of free merchandise. We will pick that winner at random August 17th during the DC Stipe Miocic card, so do not miss my coverage. We will be on for that main card, 10 p.m. Eastern, August 17th. Do not miss out. It's a good win for Gerald. Giles looked good throughout, but he didn't play to his strengths. What did I think about the Joe Rogan, John Anik commentary at UFC 240? I'm going to assume you're referring to their coverage of Cyborg, and I thought it was weird, and I thought it was inaccurate, and I thought it was going off a narrative that wasn't based in fiction. Joe Rogan kept talking about how the weight cut was hard. It's hard for everybody. He kept talking about how Cyborg looked tired, but she had some of the best some of the best not only cardio but the output, her output. She had some of the best output of the entire card. And Max Holloway was on that card, so that says a lot. I believe she landed per round more strikes than Max Holloway did in his fight. She looked great. She looked like an animal. She took some great elbows and shots in the clinch from Felicia Spencer. Ate them well. She looked really good in her return, coming off a loss. Yet Joe Rogan and John Anik were talking about how great Felicia Spencer looked for most of that fight, and about how tired Cyborg was. It was weird. Vellante and Aljamain, both part of the Sarah Longo team in New York, which is right across the bridge of where they are at right now in Newark, New Jersey. You think Joe was on something? I don't even think that's an insult, man. I think Joe's on something a lot of times, and that's kind of Joe Rogan at this point. I know Joe said he doesn't like to take certain things before he does this though, or before he does a show or anything like that. It puts him not in the rhythm that he wants to be at. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Joe was on something. But at the same time, I don't know. It was just fucking weird. It was really weird. I didn't like it. I don't think Joe was in the back scheming with Dana like, ha ha ha, we hate Cyborg so much, I'm gonna make her look like shit. I don't think that happened. Um, I'm sure it's just, maybe a bias that Joe Rogan doesn't even, mean to have. Or maybe from his vantage point, we got to remember too, he doesn't have those, he's not looking at it from a TV screen like we are. He's there live. Maybe from his view, she did look really tired. And I mean, she did look tired, like she was breathing a little hard. She was sweating a lot. But she came out and showed otherwise. She fought through that, which I think should have been the story of the fight. Yeah, a lot of people can't deal with the edibles, man. I myself not a fan of edibles. They don't really do anything for me. They're showing the Liz Carmouche Shevchenko fight. Well, promo. Carmouche is a fucking bull, man. She's strong as shit. She was strong at 135, and I mean at 125, she has a size advantage over some of these girls in width and mass. Maybe not the tallest out there, but I think Shevchenko though is going to dominate this weight class for a while. I think this is definitely her weight class to rule over for the foreseeable future. I also think she'll look good in a rematch against Amanda Nunes for the 135-pound strap. That fight will happen again, guys. Quote me on that. Even more so now that Cyborg is out of the UFC. Oh shit, Shevchenko a week before her fight comes out to Newark, New Jersey for an appearance. Wow. Shout out to her, man. That's some dedication to your field. Not even obviously maybe not the smartest thing in terms of her training, but in terms of her wanting to get eyes on her fights, which is her job. Shout out to her. That's cool. Oh yeah, Valentina's sister fought on this card earlier, didn't she? Yeah, yeah. Forgot all about that. Didn't even put two and two together. You were right. Yeah, a lot of people like them brownies, man. They're talking about Valentina and Liz Carmouche's last fight against one another, which happened years ago. They're both different fighters at this point. Liz Carmouche saying she thought she was fighting the other sister, and then boom, night of the fight, she's fighting Valentina. Joaquim Silva for Nasrat Haqparast on this next fight. Both guys coming off wins, looking to make a name for themselves in a packed and stacked 155-pound division. Both guys are finishers, only going to the scorecards less than 20%, 25% of their fights. Both guys land hard strikes regularly. This is going to be a good one. I have Joaquim Silva winning this fight. Yeah, women's MMA is definitely getting bigger. Uh, male MMA has been in existence for, let's say, 25 years. When the first UFC was, well, 26 years now. Women's MMA has only been in the UFC for what, 6, 7 years or so. It's definitely getting bigger. It's fun to watch. But again, women's MMA is getting bigger, and you let Chris Cyborg go. That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, not that long at all. Not at all. I'm glad Dana White finally changed his mind after saying there'll never be women in the UFC. Oh, another movie with a title that's a whole sentence: "Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark." Also looks just as horrible. We got to talk to these guys, man. I don't know what they're doing, but this ain't it, man. This ain't it. This is going to be a hell of a fall when it comes to MMA. First of all, the end of summer, we have Cormier versus Miocic 2 in a stacked card featuring Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis, and Yoel Romero versus Paulo Costa. Excuse me. And then we have Jessica Andrade already defending her flyweight title against Zhang in China. That's going to be a really big card for that market. Of course, the UFC is very involved in growing that market as much as they can. The week after that, we have Khabib versus Dustin Poirier in Abu Dhabi. That's going to be a hell of a fight. You should not count Dustin Poirier out. Every time we think he's hit his ceiling, he shows he has another gear and defeats another former champion. Now let's see if he can beat a current champ in Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib coming off a dominant win and suspension all after that Conor McGregor fight. Will he continue his dominance? Will he look just as sharp as he did before his layoff? Will he look rusty at all, being about a year since he last fought? We look forward to seeing him answer all of those questions. Curtis Blades also returning on that card. You see a lot of local guys too, which is understandable for an Abu Dhabi card. But whew, they snuck in Edson Barboza and Paul Felder into that card. That is going to be a hell of a fight for those fans. Non-stop action. You have Joanne Calderwood making her return on that card against Andrea Lee. That should be a high-octane fight. Bilal Muhammad, of course, being on that card. That's a good one, guys. Definitely do not want to miss that September 7th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Another early one for us, guys. They're looking out. The week after that, Cerrone versus Justin Gaethje. Who isn't going to watch that fight? Glover's on that card. David Branch was going to be on that card, but it was just announced that he had to pull out due to injury. Antonio Carlos Jr., a.k.a. Shoeface, faces Uriah Hall. That's going to be a good one. You got Misha Serkinov against Jimmy Crute. I'm surprised they didn't put Jimmy Crute on that Australia card in October. Luis Smolka, when's the last time we saw him? And then again, like I mentioned earlier, we have Miles John, winner of Dana White Contender Series of this season. Week 3, already on the cards for a fight. Later in September 21st, we have Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stevens. That is in no way, shape, or form going to make it to the last bell. I promise you that. Jeremy Stevens, when he wins, those people he beat are usually out for an extended period of time. He hurts people really bad if he's able to find his timing and his distance against you. Yeah, Rodriguez is a slick striker. He's never done until the last second. We saw him losing against Korean Zombie, and boom, with 4 minutes and 59 seconds done and 1 second left in that 5th and final round, he comes with an absurd elbow for a KO victory. Jeremy Stevens is going to be on his P's and Q's the whole entire fight. And at the same time, Yair Rodriguez is going to have to make sure that he makes it out of this fight in one piece, whether it's with a W or an L on his record. Brandon Moreno on that card. Sergio Pettis making his return to flyweight on that card. Carla Esparza versus Alexa Grasso. Paul Craig, a.k.a. the Bear Jew, who had a victory against Kennedy, who we saw win in the first fight of this main card. He returns on this card as well. Angela Lee looking to find a win streak that she just cannot find lately. Hopefully she returns with a win on this card. And then you got Sajara Eubanks fighting at 135 again against Beth Correa. Both of these girls need a win. They are both in danger of getting a one-way ticket out of the UFC. Again, guys, I have Joaquin winning this fight. Here we go. First round. Who do I have on the main event? I have Robbie Lawler winning the main event via knockout second round. How about you? No matter how many, no matter how many fights Jeremy Stephens loses, you want to be careful. Win streaks do not matter to Jeremy Stephens. Well, Silva with a really heavy right. Switches stances, throws a couple jabs. It's always nice to be able to stance switch, and a lot of people have good offense from either hand, but not a lot of people have good defense switching stances, so he may want to use that sparingly. Both guys have power in their hands. Both guys can finish this at any moment. Mostly trying to fill each other out, but they are throwing some heat right now. Nice body kick from Joe Queen. Oh, nice shot from Nasrat. Nice body kick as well. Yeah, second round TKO, man. Well, KO, I should say. I feel it. Oh, nice head kick from Nasrat. Oh, follows it with a two-punch combo. Oh, Nasrat's really fast in there, man. Both guys are trying to gauge each other's distance. Both guys throwing body kicks regularly. If this fight goes 3 rounds, that's going to serve well for both of them. Nice leg kick from Silva. Superman punch from Nasrat. Body kick from Silva. Oh, both guys land. Nice exchange. Nasrat catches the kick, lands a nice strike. Has Silva backing up against the cage. Silva able to back him up, though. Both now in the middle of the octagon. Silva able to block a lot of these shots. Oh, Nasrat comes in with a nice jab. Misses on the follow-up, but good pressure. Catches another kick, Nasrat does, and lands 2. Silva shakes it off, which of course means it hurt. Nice leg kick from Silva. Both guys looking light on their toes. Body kick from Silva. Silva trying to back Nasrat up, not letting him just walk him down. Oh, head kick attempt from Nazrat. Good round. Good round. I wasn't playing GTA a lot until this casino update, and I've been playing it like every day since then. It's fun. It's a good time. I was just playing GTA actually before I got on here. After running errands and everything. Had to do some adulting today. Then got home, played some GTA, and now I am here enjoying these fights with you guys. A good night of fights, a good day of fights, I should say. It's starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my part of the world. I play on Xbox. I am allergic to PS4. Nah, nothing against PS4, but yeah, I'm on the Xbox. Here we are at round two. Silva, a lot of that round getting backed up into what Luke Thomas calls the danger zone, where you see the logos around the little octagon inside. You don't want to be there. There's not a lot of ways to escape safely. Look for Nazrat to keep trying to get him in that position. Oh, and then the left from Nazareth. Silva goes down. Stop the fight. Holy shit. Holy shit. Guys, holy fuck, man. Wow. Well, I was wrong about this fight. That left was vicious, man. I didn't realize how long Nazrat would look in the octagon. Wow. I underestimated Nazrat. Sheesh. Those were some hard shots, man. God damn. Holy shit. Guys, I mean, what can I say about that? God damn. Yeah, I had this fight and the last fight mixed up. I thought the last fight was going to be a quick finish, and this fight was going to be a long, drawn out affair. Yeah, god damn. Hell of a fight. Both guys looked good, but Nazrat looked better. It was definitely trending for Nazrat to start doing some more damage, but whoo, he took no time to do so in that second round. It just looked like it came from so far away, but so fast. Jeez. Here, PS4 player. Respect, man. Gamers are gamers. I've just always played Xbox. My older brother, we were 3 years apart. And of course, if your brother likes something, you have to like the opposite. He was a PlayStation guy. I was a Xbox guy, and Nintendo. Man, oh man, that is some good shit for Nazrat, a pupil of Faraz Zahabi, in the same camp as George St. Pierre. You see him in his corner. Can't have a better corner, I don't think, ever in the world than that. One of the best trainers and one of the best fighters ever in MMA. If not the best for both, honestly. You could definitely make that argument. But let's not act like the appreciation, respect, and praise should not go to the fighter. There are 2 fights left. Nasrat tells his corner to come on. He's like, look, you guys are famous faces. Get in this fucking picture with me. They're like, oh, no. He's like, no, for real. This is going to help me. Like, this is going to be great. Yeah, 2 more fights. Yeah, next is co-main. I can't wait to see the next Nasrat fight. God damn. I underestimated him, but never again, I'll tell you that. And at 23 years old, looking like this, whoo! This is not a, Joaquim Silva is not a easy out for anybody. That strike was just heavy. Silva could never really get his wherewithal back. Was just taking shots. And he's one of Ali's guys. So you know he's about to get them good fights. Good fight in the sense of fights that put his career at a higher level than with a win than when he started with. I don't mean to say that he's going to get set up with good matchups. There are no perfect matchups in the UFC. You are fighting the best of the best. What a great win for that young man. Woo! That was exciting. The co-main event will probably start in about 10 minutes. Read text you are about to send. Go ahead and send it. Guys, if you're joining me for the first time, 1, thank you for your support. 2, subscribe and thumbs up whether you are on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. And 3, do not forget about our contest. Get 5 people to subscribe and to let me know via inbox or as a comment on any of my standing videos on YouTube or Twitch at Mike Jesse MMA on either one, and let me know that they followed because of you. Have 5 people do that, and I will enter you into my contest to win $100 of free UFC merchandise. Yes, that is $100 of free UFC official merchandise. If you win, you may even be so lucky to pick your own shit. What more could you ask for from me? We are here on a Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the fights, not missing one major event ever. It's only been 2 months, but ever. I've been here with you enjoying these goddamn fights Saturday, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Dana White Contender Series. And I'm giving you free merchandise. What more could anyone ask of me? A lot more, which is why I have a lot more coming soon. A lot more original content. I'm working on a lot for you guys. It's only going to get bigger and better. If you have been here since day one, you know we have already come leaps and bounds, and we will continue to do so. Do not miss another stream with Mike Jesse MMA. And make sure you enter in this contest so that you can win $100 of free official UFC merchandise. Again, guys, thank you for all the support. I love it. I appreciate it. And we are here for UFC Colby Covington versus Robbie Lawler, UFC ESPN 5 in Newark, New Jersey. We are here waiting for the co-main event to begin, being Clay Guida versus Jersey's own Jim Miller. The next time we will be live, guys, will be Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next Dana White Contender Series. If you're not watching Dana White Contender Series yet, you are missing out. It is non-stop action, a night of 5 great fights. There is nothing but KOs, subs, and wars. Souls are being taken. Do not miss another week of Dana White's Contender Series. Catch me Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be a ball, guys, I promise. Guys, they are showing this DC Stipe fight, the promo for it, and I cannot wait. These are two of the toughest guys ever in the UFC. I cannot wait to see how this plays out. If you guys joined my prediction video, you know I have Clay Guida winning this one. I think their grappling is going to negate each other, and I think someone is going to end up on their ass, and someone's going to walk out with a KO victory. That someone, I believe, is Clay Guida. Welcome back, man. We have not yet started the co-main event. Perfect timing. Guys, give me 2 seconds. It is boiling in my house all of a sudden. AC on max. Guys, if you have any doubts that I love you guys with the passion of a burning suns, let that all be quelled. It is a beautiful day outside, and I am not riding my motorcycle right now. It would be perfect. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. It is a beautiful day in New Jersey right now. But again, there is no place I'd rather be. And how else can I prove it to you guys than right here, right now, enjoying these fights with you? And we have a good one coming up next in Clay Guida versus Jim Miller. Let me get these stats ready for you guys, because we are minutes away from the co-main event of UFC ESPN 5, Lawler versus Covington. Even though I'm always down for watching Shevchenko fight, and next week's card is going to be good, I wish we could fast forward to to UFC 241. Jeez. That's going to be such a fun card. And at UFC 41, during that coverage, we will be announcing the winner of the subscription contest. Again, 5 people to comment on my video saying they followed because of you. And you will be entered to win $100 of free UFC merchandise. Come on now. If for any reason we do not have anyone who has not gotten 5 people to subscribe, we will extend the competition out until September 7th, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Dustin Poirier. But I will be giving somebody this $100 worth of UFC merchandise. Believe you me, I'm a man of my goddamn word. It is up to you to put it into work, if you can even fucking call it work, and get 5 people to subscribe and at you and be entered into this contest. As simple as that, guys. What I'm excited about is sending somebody that $100 worth of merchandise. I cannot wait to make one lucky fan the recipient of $100 of official UFC merchandise. Cannot wait to see how excited they are about that. Guys, we have seen enough build-up videos. You do not have to build this fight up anymore. Let's get to the action. I get it, though. That other fight ended a little early. A lot of finishes tonight. Today. Keep saying tonight, man. When fights are on, I'm thinking night. But the sun is still out. This is all natural lighting you see right now. There's not one light on in my house. And we are at the co-main event. Woo! Yeah, I mean, it's rare either of these guys, even if they lose, that they just get, destroyed. If they get destroyed, it's by someone significant. What time is it here in New Jersey? It is 5 p.m. Still got a lot of day left. Before we're done here, let me take a look at that DC Nate card real quick. I said DC versus Nate because those are the guys I'm most excited to see fight. Can we talk about how much upside is left in here for Anthony Pettis? And not much risk at all. If Anthony Pettis loses, he's still ranked in the top 10 at at lightweight. And if he wins, he takes some of that star power away from Nate Diaz and rubs it on himself, and is more exciting than he's ever been, perhaps, since the Showtime kick. Anthony Pettis is exciting, but his star is not as high as it once was. A win over Nate Diaz changes that. Nate Diaz with a bunch of risk. He hasn't been in the octagon for 3 years since his fight and loss against Conor McGregor. Everyone's questioning how he's going to, a lot of people are questioning how he's going to look. A lot of people are going to question how motivated he is, because that's been a question before. Everyone is going to wonder how he looks at 170, even though he's fighting a guy who is also a natural 155er. If he loses this after being out for 3 years, it's going to set him a couple steps back in the forms of negotiations, definitely. We have Derek Brunson on that card against Ian Hunech. 2 top 10 185ers. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this Derek Brunson's first fight since getting knocked out from Izzy? Let's take a look. No. He did come back against Elias Theodore with a victory. Not a very exciting fight, but he did come out with a victory. That should be a really exciting fight, though. Both guys come to finish the fight. Derek Brunson more so than Ian. But Ian does have his fair share, about 50% finish rate. Derek definitely has a wrestling advantage for sure in this fight. Clay Guida is ready to go as always. We wouldn't expect anything different. Drakkar close on this fight. Rafael Sunsao against Corey Sandhagen. That's going to be a barn burner. Woo! That's high level MMA right there, guys. And again, one of the top 3 divisions being 135 in the UFC. A step up in competition for Corey Sandhagen. He's been asking for it. He now gets it. The number 9 faces the number 3, Rafael Sunsao. Rafael looking to build a win streak. He is often deserving of a title shot, and then gets put in fights like a rematch against Marlon Moraes after defeating Marlon Moraes. He then loses by submission, but he was damn near knocked out that fight against Marlon. Before that, when's the last time he lost? Wins over Algernon. Yeah, last fight he lost before that was in 2016 against TJ Dillashaw. So look for Sunsao to not look to go easy on Sandhagen, to say the least. Rafael can't afford to lose this loss if he has any hopes of fighting for the belt again. Matter of fact, when he fought TJ, I believe that was not a title fight. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say that's how TJ got the title fight against Cody. Sadiq Youssef, a veteran of Dana White Contender Series, who has looked good since being in the UFC, fights again at featherweight on this card. John McDessie fights Devontae Smith. The card is so deep. Shayna Dobson, who we saw on the Ultimate Fighter for 145. I'm sorry, for 125. Very young in her career. Would like to see how she's developed. I was unaware she was still in the UFC, to be honest with you. Really strong, really athletic, but had a lot of growing to do after that show. Yeah, she hasn't fought in over a year. Hopefully just polishing up those skills. It's going to be fun to watch her come back. Clay Guida could not look more ready to fight. If the Trump family is there, they have not shown them that I've seen. The last time I missed a UFC card, whoo, I don't remember, bro, to be honest with you. It's very rare. Maybe the last time I traveled. No, that's a lie. I was in Cancun in May, and I still watched, I think it was Aldo versus Volkanovski. I still make sure I caught that fight. Yeah, can't remember the last time I missed a card, bro. Here we go. The first round has begun. Oh, head kick from Jim Miller. Oh! And a hard right from Clay. Both guys landing bombs. And then Clay Guida goes in for a shot after being rocked by a left of Jim Miller. That guillotine's deep, guys. That guillotine's deep. Clay Guida is asleep. He's asleep. He's asleep. Let him go. Holy shit. Guys, I called that their grappling would negate each other, so they'd be going to a stand-up war. I did not think the war would end in the first 30 seconds, and I did not think it would end via guillotine Jim Miller. Guys, I didn't even get a chance to pull those stats up. But I feel like nobody cares. Oh, man. Oh, was this Herb? Yeah. And they just say this is the second time this fight that Herb didn't see a fighter unconscious. Clay Guida was out the first time that Herb Dean touched his hand. Wow, man. Oh, man. Has this not been a fun card, guys? Jeez. That is... That was some good shit right there, guys. Holy man. Was not expecting that. Yeah, pull his hand up once and that man's hand is limp. It's over. Which is weird. He's like trying not to get caught. Remember, he's the guy with Ben Askren, Robbie Lawler, and he thought Robbie was out. And then Robbie said he wasn't. He doesn't want to hear that again. He said, okay, you motherfuckers want to argue with me that you're conscious? I'm going to give it a few shakes first. Oh, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Woo. That is some shit right there, guys. That is some shit right there. Man. Oh, 58 seconds. Okay. Thought it was the first 30. Clay Guida looking confused. I mean, it sucks because you're in there. You're ready for a fight. And a minute later, you're waking up. It's got to be the weirdest feeling in the world. But shit, Jim Miller's showing out in Jersey. I like it. Yeah, not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that at all. Jim Miller's talking and he's like, just a guy from Jersey. The crowd goes wild. I love it. Always good to see the hometown guys get wins. especially when they're exciting as that right there. Jeez. Jim Miller now 3-1 in his last 4. And as he always brings up, he's dealing with Lyme disease, which he will have for the rest of his life. And still fighting at a world-class level. Shout out to Jim Miller, the New Jersey native, getting a win in his home state. That's good shit. Congratulations to Jim Miller. Only 3 wins behind Donald Cerrone for most wins ever in the UFC. And now he's tied with Nate Diaz, and let's call it 4th place in submissions in UFC history. He's all smiles. And Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. are in the crowd for those that were asking. Covington is nothing else, is a man of his word. Oh, man, what a sport we have here. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I cannot fucking wait for this fight to begin. I feel like they tell Kobe, hey, that fight was a finish, you're about to go up. He starts working out a little harder. It's like you tell Robbie, say, motherfucker, I was ready 2 hours ago. What do you think I'm here for? They're standing up so they can look really strong, you know what I mean? Make sure everybody know that the Trump brothers are out here. And I'll leave it at that. He is a man of his word, though, Kobe Covington is. He said, my next fight will have the first family there. The first family is at his next fight. Guys, we are minutes away from the main event of the evening. That is Kobe Covington versus Robbie Ruthless Lawler. I'm sorry, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, I should say. This is going to be a good one. If you watch my predictions or if you've been here with me all day or night, depending on which part of the world you are joining me from, then you know I have Robbie Lawler not only winning, but winning in dominant fashion by KO or TKO in the second round. I say that to say I'm batting about 500 tonight, so I may or may not be accurate, but that's why we're here, right? To find out who's going to win, to find out who's going to take the W, to find out if Kobe Covington is going to get the elusive, true title shot that he feels as though he's deserved for a while now after winning that interim title, or if Robbie Lawler is going to show you that he is not done, and despite losing against Ben Askren, he is still a force to be reckoned with in the top of one of, if not the deepest division in the UFC, being the welterweight division. I don't know if we've ever had a sitting president go to a boxing match. Definitely not a UFC or MMA bout. Kobe Covington would definitely love being the first in history to do so, though. I'll tell you that. You never know. I didn't think that the Trump brothers were going to be here, but Kobe was telling the truth. They are out here. I wish they sold the story a little bit more about Kobe and Robbie being former training partners. I don't believe the story at all, but it is entertaining. Looking at Robbie's highlights are just whoo. I feel like you watching him for the first time every time, man. For real. I wonder if Kobe's going to respect the fact that Robbie does have lights out wrestling defense, or if he's going to try to have that same smothering, bullying style against him. The trash talking Kobe versus McGregor would break everyone's television screen. I'd watch it, but no way Dana White lets Conor McGregor fight Kobe Covington. Despite how you feel, how anybody may feel about Kobe Covington, he would be a horrible matchup against Conor McGregor. You hear Dana White say Jorge Masvidal is too small. Too big for Conor McGregor. I don't think so. I think Masvidal could make a 165-pound catch weight. I think Jorge could make a 160-pound catch weight for that and have them at a comparable size. If you give Jorge enough money, he may even go down to 155 again. Kobe Covington's never making 160 or 155. I doubt Kobe Covington can make 165. He's a big guy. Definitely. And then he's a wrestler. Really bad matchup for Conor. Yeah, Robbie's walkout music right now is serious. That man's in the zone. Look at his eyes. The eyes of Robbie Lawler. Whoo! He is not playing around. Robbie Lawler is walking out to fight right now. Within 5 minutes, these men will be meeting in the center of the octagon. I cannot wait for this main event to get started. Guys, if you are joining me for the first time, please subscribe, thumbs up, make sure you do not miss another stream. Next time we will be live will be Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Dana White Contender Series. If you have not been watching Dana White Contender Series yet, you are missing out. It's nothing but KOs, subs, and wars, nonstop action on Dana White Contender Series. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss another. Join me live. Can't wait to see you there. And do not forget about the competition going on. Who do I have for this? Cheers, man. Who do I have winning this fight? Robbie Lawler via KO in the second round. Guys, don't forget about our competition. I will announce the winner on August 17th. DC versus Stipe. Sorry about that. I was trying to listen to what they were saying about Robbie Lawler. DC versus Stipe, August 17th. We will announce the winner of our competition. Get 5 people to subscribe and to let me know via inbox or comments on Twitch or YouTube at Mike Jesse MMA that they subscribe to my channel due to you. And I will enter you to win $100 worth of real UFC merchandise. Yes, get 5 people to subscribe and you will be entered to win $100 of real UFC merchandise shipped to any location you provide to me. If you are so lucky to win, I may even let you pick your own shit. What more could you ask for? We have commentary, we have stats, we have more original content coming to you soon, and we're giving you free things for nothing more than getting other people to join in on the fun. How about that? Guys, I appreciate the support. I cannot wait for this fight to get going. You thought he would play the U.S. anthem. That is a good point. That would have been a nice move from Kobe. That would have been smart. Would have been a smart move for Kobe. This match is going to be very, very close. I promise you that. It is very possible that Kobe is going to win by ground and pound. I would not even be surprised. He has just as clear a path of victory as Robbie does. I just give the edge to the, I'm going to call it the ferocity that Robbie Lawler fights with. I think the pace that Robbie's going to try to put on early to counter Kobe's wrestling and grinding style is going to be something Kobe has not seen in a very, very long time. It's been a while since someone's really taken it to Kobe. Kobe's usually allowed to grind you against a cage, work his dirty boxing, work his takedowns, work your gas tank to the ground. And he has a great gas tank himself. What he's not used to is someone with great wrestling defense, someone with a granite chin, someone who doesn't know how to give up in the 10th round, yet alone the 5th round that this fight is scheduled to go to. I don't think Kobe, no knock on him, has ever fought anyone like Robbie Lawler. When we see Robbie Lawler lose, it's because he's being either put to sleep or severely damaged. We saw RDA hurt his leg early. We saw Tyron put him out with one shot. We saw Ben Askren put him unconscious, supposedly, with a very, very tight choke after Robbie Lawler almost put him through the crust of the fucking planet. That slam that Colby Covington put on Ben Askren, an Olympic wrestler, is remarkable. And Colby Covington has great wrestling, but he is not an Olympic wrestler. Ben Askren, on the other hand, is and still got put on his head. Robbie has very good defense, very outstanding, powerful strikes. I'm giving the edge to Robbie Lawler. But I would not be surprised if Colby Covington is able to put his own wrestling and put his own weight on the Robbie and gas him out, even though we don't see Robbie get gassed often. It is possible. This is the UFC. This is MMA. This is why we're here, and don't just read the stats and go, oh, I already know how that's going to go. I've been wrong on this card already. Let's see if I'm wrong again. Don't get me talking. I love this shit, guys, and I hope you are having just as much fun as I am, because I am having a ball. I don't know if you could tell. Very curious to see if Colby Covington does get the win. One, does he have the Trump brothers come into the octagon with him? Two, do they put that interim / stripped interim belt around his waist? Favorite all time. Fedor is a good call, man. Fedor is Fedor had a look on his face like he is unbothered, but you knew he was coming to eat your soul and the soul of all of your descendants, past, present, and future. Fedor's a good choice, man. I am going to go Nick Diaz. He is one of the toughest SOBs I've ever seen step into the octagon. He only came to entertain. He only came to put on a fight, was very well-rounded, and still tried to make every fight a war for nothing else but to put a good show on for his fans. Nick Diaz is my all-time favorite fighter. And shortly behind him, his younger brother, Nate Diaz, who is closing that gap, if not already surpassed the greatness of his older brother, Nick. Nate's looking good as well. A close third, Rampage Jackson. That big-ass chain he used to have around his neck over in Pride and in Japan, and that howl he would have after knocking someone the fuck out or slamming them through the ring or octagon. Yeah, definitely number 3, Rampage Jackson. Guys, if you subscribe, we have some original content coming soon. Give you guys a little sneak peek. We are going to go on a top Rushmore on anything you can think of. That is coming very soon, along with a lot more original content. And here we go. Both guys coming out swinging. We are in the main event. Robbie Lawler versus Colby Covington. Are you fucking ready for this? Lawler stalking, but Colby dangerous. Lawler doesn't want to not respect the power of Colby Covington. My response to anybody being juiced in Pride is everyone was juiced in Pride, and I loved it. Colby Covington has him against the fence, trying to work that wrestling. But again, Robbie has really good defense, gets down for a second, but that's not even going to be registered as a takedown. Lawler fighting for that underhook. Gets it. And Robbie wants to spin Covington against that cage or just work for separation. Doing well, pushing that head down, not allowing wrestlers use that head as another limb to pressure the hips the opposite direction, as you saw Colby just do with that single leg. Yeah, if you're not testing anybody, I assume everybody's okay with it. Not that I'm for it now, but those days were what they were, man. And they were great. Nice elbow from Robbie Lawler. Robbie working the Kimura. Not known for his submission game. Colby has his back. Robbie able to just stand right back up. This is where Covington wants this fight. Against the cage. Using his weight and pressure on Robbie. He now has Robbie's back. No hooks in yet, though. He's now pulling Robbie back, trying to scoot him back. He's now working that choke. It's not under the chin. It's on the face. It's just a crank right now. We have seen people tap due to the pain, but not Robbie Lawler. You're going to have to put that man unconscious. Kobe's trying to get on the back, has that one hook, but the cage is in between them both. As you hear the crowd chanting Robbie, Robbie working his way up, but needs to be careful. He needs to worry about that hook of Colby Covington before he does anything, or else he's literally going to have to lift the entire weight of Covington and hope that Covington's not able to get to his hips. You hear Cruz saying it. Cruz just so knowledgeable at the desk. I don't always agree with what he says, but he is very, very knowledgeable. And he's just saying that Kobe's fine here. He's cool here. He's putting weight and pressure and tapping into that gas tank of Robbie. Robbie staying calm, though, knows he's not in any serious danger. At the same time, knows he has to try to get somewhere in advance. Kobe keep threatening that crank, that rear naked, but not able to get under the chin. Robbie now able to scramble. Kobe shakes his head yes and goes forward. Come and throw. Wants to be careful doing that against Robbie. That is not your game, Kobe. Lawler with a nice leg kick. Nice kick. Kobe with the forward pressure, though. Nice 1-2. Following up with a couple other strikes. Misses that knee, but goes for a takedown. Has that single leg. And then gets that trip on Robbie Lawler. Takes Robbie down. I'll tell you what. Colby Covington's having a lot more success with his takedowns early than I thought he would. Really impressive. Yeah, Robbie getting up again at the 10-second mark. Kobe throwing. Lawler can't create any room. You see Robbie take a couple deep breaths. Again, they both have good gas tanks, but that round was all Kobe. That was exactly what Kobe wants. That could not have gone any better for Colby Covington. Let's take a look at the stats real quick, guys. What a fucking round, though. I knew this was going to be a good one, and it is not disappointing. Hasn't gone as I thought. I thought Robbie would have a lot better, not even going to say better. I thought he would have more successful takedown defense. Kobe able to get him down early and often. Good on him. Kobe landing 23 of 47 compared to only 13 of Robbie's strikes landing. 5 takedowns recorded for Kobe. I want to give him all of those takedowns, but definitely at least 3. Man. Kobe doesn't really land any significant grounded pound. But that round was all him. Put the pressure on him. Tapped into that gas tank of Robbie. And look at this. Kobe right in Robbie's face again. Kobe looks like he trained to push these 5 rounds. Let's see if he can keep this pace. Good hooks coming in from Kobe. And then right into wrestling. Kobe's wrestling is such high level. Able to just pick that ankle out from underneath him. Guys, if you are even kind of familiar with wrestling, you cannot help but be impressed by what Colby Covington is doing right now. That's high level stuff right there. That's working several levels of a takedown at one time. You don't see this a lot in MMA. Love it. I love it. I love it. Good elbow from Colby Covington. And now working a takedown again. Single legs aren't successful often in MMA, but Kobe is finishing these single legs. So you got to be careful. Even when he gives up that double, switches to that single, you think you're out of it, and then boom, he gets you with that outside trip. This is Kobe's path to victory, just smothering on Robbie against the cage. This is how Kobe fights. This is where Kobe wants the fight to happen. He wants to smile at you. He wants to talk shit. And he wants to keep his weight on you nonstop as often as possible. Look, it comes in with looping hooks that you have to respect and back up. Now you can't back up anymore unless you go into that cage in which he wants you to be. He creates grappling exchanges, goes for a takedown, takes you down. Lawler working for those underhooks, as he should. Kobe just trying to work some short elbows in a clinch. It sucks because Kobe makes it look like he's, okay, I'm ready to strike now. And then as soon as Robbie starts engaging, boom, you see Kobe level change. Kobe's controlling where this fight happens at. A couple hooks, you got to block, and right into a double leg. Right back to the back. Kobe just still on the back of Robbie Lawler, putting his weight on him. Now they're against the cage. Robbie has got to just keep... It sucks. He's supposed to fight for the underhooks. He does. As soon as he does, okay, Kobe, let's go. And starts striking. So Robbie's like, okay, we're punching each other in the face now. Goes for a couple punches or blocks a punch, and bam, he goes back into a takedown. Flawless game plan from Kobe Covington. He's created a chain of events that just are always in his favor. He's now striking. Robbie's afraid to throw anything significant. I don't think either's gassed, no. Both of these guys are looking pretty good energy-wise. Kobe is nowhere near gas right now. Excuse me, guys. Starting to lose my voice a little bit. We are nearing 3 hours. Kobe Covington looking nowhere near gassed. Landing strikes. Landing beautiful takedowns when he wants. Oh! Robbie lands a nice left. Robbie, I don't think he looks gassed. He's just gun-shy because of how successful Kobe is with his wrestling. He's just blocking and head movement, but he's not throwing anything. I get it. You don't want to get caught by these takedowns, but if you just keep letting Kobe throw without answering, you're not going to win this fight. And Kobe just throwing strikes nonstop. Down and mixes it up to the body. I think he should mix it up more to the body as well. If Robbie's not going to respond, just hit him everywhere. Make him feel it. Robbie can take a shot to the head, hit him in the body, weigh him down. Throw some leg kicks. Robbie's walking forward, but he's not throwing any jabs, not coming in with any hooks. I don't know if Robbie's trying to get a rope-a-dope type victory, a la Muhammad Ali, but and, you know, just hoping that Kobe Covington gets tired. I don't know. Lawler looks a little exhausted. Robbie's saying he doesn't want a stool. Yeah, I don't know if Robbie's trying to get Kobe Covington to gas out. But, man, he can't just keep taking shots nonstop. He's definitely down 2 rounds to none. And I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 of these judges gave him a 10-8 for Kobe Covington on this round. Not because Kobe Covington really hurt him, but because it was all Kobe Covington nonstop the whole round. Lawler had nothing good about that round. Jeez. Lawler's going to have to step it up a couple gears here. More kicks to the body. What's going on, Kelly? More kicks to the body I'd like to see from Kobe. We now see Robbie Lawler moving forward. Let's see if he comes with anything. And a double leg attempt from Kobe. Lawler's able to stay upright, but Kobe now has Lawler's back. This is why you can't do like that whole waiting for people to get tired in MMA. Because it's so easy for you to get taken down and get dominated from someone who's already winning in the wrestling exchanges and then zap your gas tank in return. Cruz saying the pace of Kobe Covington is silly, averaging 5 takedowns a match. That is ridiculous. And Kobe's still throwing. Lawler coming in with a couple jabs across. That was a sloppy takedown from Kobe Covington. Wants to be careful with that. Lawler landing some of his best shots. Not the heaviest, but some of his best shots of the fight. Kobe landed some nice shots as well. Able to shake that double leg off. Kobe's takedowns are slowing down. Chance for Robbie again. This has been Robbie's best round, but still a close round. Good uppercut from Robbie. Kobe doesn't like those. He backs up, lands a couple jabs. These are the deep waters that Lawler has been throughout his career. More times than we can count. When have we seen Kobe Covington in as deeper waters as we've seen Robbie Lawler? Let's see if he can swim with Robbie all 5 rounds. So far, so good for Kobe. If I'm Kobe's corner, I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. Oh, yeah, it's late over your part of the world, man. It is only 5:50 p.m. I am in the same state as this card is going on. New Jersey, United States of America. Appreciate everybody joining me wherever you are from. Especially you guys overseas. The time that these cards come on and you guys still being dedicated fans, shout out to y'all. You have people here complaining that fights are starting at 10 p.m. Kobe still just keeping that pace. Both guys slowing down but not looking, I can't say they both look gassed. Kobe lands a nice shot. Robbie answers, though. Kobe landing nice shots. Lawler doesn't want his back against the cage. Good head movement from Lawler. Landing a couple good jabs. 3 jabs, 4. Hey, what's going on? We are here for Robbie Lawler versus Kobe Covington. We have 1 minute left in the 3rd round of what is a great fight so far. Oh, both men throwing. I think Kobe has abandoned the takedown right now, trying to conserve his energy for these 4th and 5th championship rounds. Kobe is keeping an unreal pace. Oh, nice kick to the body from Kobe. I was just saying last round I wanted him to start going for that more. Again, he needs to keep doing it. It's landing. Nice leg kick from Kobe. Nice combo from Kobe. This is the closest round of the fight. Robbie good checking that. Another body kick from Kobe. Robbie's best round, but I don't know. That's a close one, guys. Help me out here. Who do you have winning that round? If you guys are joining me for the first time, thank you for the support. Please follow and or subscribe and give the videos a thumbs up. Do not forget our competition that I will announce the winner of on August 17th, being DC versus Stipe Miocic 2 in Anaheim. We will be looking. You have to get 5 people to subscribe to my channel in Twitch or YouTube. Oh, Kobe. Kobe's looking a little tired. We'll see, though. Get 5 people to subscribe and comment or inbox me. Say, hey, I subscribed because of Mike Jesse MMA told me to. Get 5 people to do that, and I'll enter you to win $100 of free official UFC merchandise. Yes, official, real UFC merchandise. I will be giving that out August 17th. Get 5 people to subscribe and let me know they subscribe because of you, and you will be entered to win that $100 worth of free official UFC merchandise. We are now here in the championship rounds of Kobe Covington, Robbie Lawler. Are you ready? Let's go. We're here. Robbie may need a finish. Kobe just doubling, tripling it up on that jab. Really nice. Kobe nonstop forward pressure. Nice leg kick from Lawler. He's going to have to do more than that, though. Look at that. Kobe Covington tripling the output of Lawler. Ridiculous pace. Good body shots from both men. A knee from Kobe and an uppercut from Lawler. Kobe Covington just looking like a bad matchup for Robbie this fight. Looking fantastic throughout. He is just laying it on Lawler. I don't know. It's very rare in any weight class we see a pace like this. This is impressive. We all know Robbie Lawler only needs one punch, though. So he's never out of this. Lawler's trying to get in there to throw and can't just because Kobe never stops throwing. Lawler looking for an opening, but Kobe not going to give him one. And now Kobe shoots for a takedown. Lawler able to get out of that one. And Kobe right back in his face. Pulling that jab out there. Lawler coming back with a jab, but, you know, Kobe just coming with 5, 6, 7 other punches. You see Robbie has a really bad bruise underneath his left arm from those body kicks, too. I would like to see Kobe go back there. He hits him right in that bruise with a nice hook. Stiff jab from Robbie. But Kobe still just in his face. Touching him, touching him, touching him. Now engaged in a clinch, 50-50 position. Needed a body from Kobe. Lands 1, 2, 3 punches. Oh, another nasty combo from Kobe. Lawler walking forward, but just to eat these punches, man. Kobe gets him down. Now has Robbie's back. Robbie really hard to finish. Able to get up. But you have to use a lot of energy to get out of those type of positions against someone like Kobe Covington. This fight looks a lot like a more dominant version of Usman versus Tyron. Tyron just looking out of sorts the whole fight, getting beat up against the cage and outworked a lot of what's going on in this fight. Though Robbie landing more than Tyron did against Kobe than Tyron did against Usman. But Kobe is by far just having a far more superior wrestling onslaught against Lawler. Some nice inside uppercuts from Robbie, but nothing that's going to put Kobe out. I don't think Kobe's going to look any slower in this 5th round. Kobe heard the 10 seconds, thought he'd turn it up a little bit. Robbie hit him with some nice shots and made him change his mind. Made him play smart. I think Kobe's up at least 3 rounds to 1. It might be all 4 rounds, though. Kobe's corner just pretty much telling him that he only has 5 more minutes to go. I think Kobe Covington has no problem with anyone hating him. I think he's done enough for plenty of people to not like that guy. But he is looking fantastic right now. Oh, man. And Kamaru Usman just watching. They're going to have Kobe Covington, if he continues how this fight goes and comes out with the W, they're going to have him at the desk with Kamaru Usman. I don't think that's smart. It's also not fair to Kobe. No matter how anybody feels about him personally, he should be able to enjoy his victory if he's so lucky to get one. I don't really like when he had the champion of that weight class being there to talk to them. I get why they do it. I'm not a fan. It's not the right time. Like, is Kamaru Usman really going to give impartial questions to Kobe Covington? He's going to be like, bro, why the fuck do you suck, bro? Kobe looking just as fresh. This fight did not go how I thought it was going to go, guys. Of course, it's still not over until it's over, especially with Robbie Lawler. But goddamn it, Kobe Covington doesn't look fantastic during this fight. 5th round is still just coming forward with pressure, with quantity and quality of strikes. Oh, lands a nice left. Kobe does. Oh, good knee from Kobe Covington. You know you read that in Kamaru Usman's voice. That's hilarious. I promise you it's going to be something close. Oh, good body shot and uppercut from Robbie Lawler. We know Lawler's tough. He's going to keep coming. He's going to keep trying to get that finish. All he needs is a hope and a prayer. But Kobe just not giving him enough space to throw those vicious bombs that we've seen Lawler throw before. Kobe, whether it be initiating the clinch, pushing him against the cage, throwing strikes from either the outside or coming inside or throwing it from the clinch or shooting a takedown off a combo. He's doing something at every single moment of this fight. And all Robbie can do is defend himself, and the mere second Kobe gives him to breathe, maybe throw a strike or two. Really tough for Robbie, man. But Robbie's still coming. Lands a nice hook. Kobe can't take off at all. He has to stay on his bike. Robbie's dangerous at every single second of a fight. We saw Korean Zombie winning a fight against Yair Rodriguez. 1 second left of a 5-round fight, and boom, Yair ends the fight. In MMA, the winner is not crowned until their hand is raised. We never know what's going to happen when watching a UFC fight. Look at this. Robbie's trying to come in, but boom, jab in his face, jab in his face, jab in his face, jab in his face. Head kick. Has to dodge that. There's always something coming at him. He's trying to get Kobe to do something big so he can counter. Kobe not giving him that opportunity. Just throwing straight, crisp punches, Kobe is. Lawler just has his hands down trying to bait Kobe. Kobe being smart, though. He said, fuck that. I already won this fight. Stay back. Get all of me. Kobe doesn't want to back up too far against that cage and not have an escape route. But Lawler not cutting him off. Oh, Robbie lands a nice couple shots. But Kobe just nothing but volume. Nothing but volume. Coming down to 10 seconds. Robbie has to just throw. Oh! Wow, guys. I was wrong. I was wrong. I had Robbie Lawler win it. Of course, Kobe goes to the Trump brothers. And the Trump brothers say, you won that 5 rounds to none. No matter how you feel about Colby Covington, he just looked fantastic. That was 5 rounds of dominance in my opinion. And 1 or 2 of those rounds should be 10-8s. I expect like a couple of 50-47s in there. I'm sorry, 44s. Maybe even 50-43. 2 of those rounds definitely could have been 10-8s. Guys, we are going to wait to hear this scorecard, but we are 3 hours deep on a Saturday afternoon where I'm at. It is now 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No matter where you are joining me from, I appreciate the support. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're digging what I'm putting out. If this is your first time joining me, subscribe, thumbs up, and join me next time, which will be Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Dana White's Contender Series. If you've not been watching Dana White Contender Series, what the fuck are you doing with your Tuesdays? It's nonstop action, nothing but KO, submission, and wars. Great for any fight fan, casual or hardcore. Do not miss another Tuesday, and do not miss out on joining me for another night of Dana White's Contender Series. You do not want to miss it. Not trying to listen to him talk. I don't blame you, bro. I'm not going to hold that against you. We all know who won this fight. Don't forget, guys, I will be announcing the winner of our subscription contest on August 17th. Get 5 people to subscribe, have them at you, either in my inbox or on the comments, and let me know that they joined because of you, and you'll be entered to win $100 worth of UFC merchandise. We have 150-44 and 250-45s. So one of the judges did give a 10-8 for one of those rounds, as I surmised. And it is a dominant win from Kobe Covington. Now let's listen to what he has to say on the mic. I'm sure he'll have a lot to say for the champion, Kamaru Usman, who's watching. Kobe thanking the first family. Also thanking the troops. Kobe does do a lot of work with the troops and our combat veterans. Oh my gosh. Did anybody hear that joke that Kobe Covington just made? Kobe saying they can fight right now. Also mentioning Madison Square Garden. I think that fight will happen at Madison Square Garden in November. Kobe Covington, hold on. Robbie Lawler is about to speak. I want to give him a chance to hear his post-fight. Robbie not making excuses, saying he'll be back, he'll be better. We don't expect him to say anything else. Still a champion. Yeah, Kobe Covington said Robbie Lawler should have learned a lesson that Matt Hughes should have learned. And when a train is coming on the track, that you should move out the way. Everyone knows Matt Hughes had that accident, him being in his truck and being hit by a train while being in his truck. And now is going through a long road back to good health. Not the most tasteful joke in the world from Kobe Covington. Little wild. Guys, thank you for joining me. We are now through the Kobe Covington Robbie Lawler fight. I was right on some of the picks. I was wrong on others. Either way, I joined the hell out of this card. I hope everybody did too. Hope you guys enjoy what I'm doing. Again, subscribe, thumbs up, give me a share if you're feeling froggy. Do not forget about our subscription contest. I will announce the winner August 17th. Get 5 people to subscribe to my channel and let me know they subscribe because of you, and you'll be entered to win $100 of official UFC merchandise. Sorry about that. I was just listening to Anik. And I will send that wherever you are around the globe. I know I have people watching from stateside, also on the other side of the pond. I appreciate all the support no matter where you're from. Again, subscribe. I will see you Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Dana White's Contender Series. Do not miss another one of Dana White Contender Series fights. They are always must-watch TV. Thank you. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your day. This is a great night of fights. Thank you for the support. I love you guys. There's not a place in the world I'd rather be than here with you watching these fights. See you next time.